We are live for our first ever brew along. I'm really happy to have you here. This is a new format for me. I'm giving it a go. Today we're going to be looking at the V60 Switch, which is this delightful piece of equipment here. Now, earlier this year, I was taking part in the Hario Brewers Cup. And that was a competition where you could choose any piece of V60 equipment. And I went for this, the Switch, which allows you to immerse brew and then also do direct pour like your pour over would. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was well out of my depth. I crashed out in the first round, so I didn't get as far as I'd like to. But since then, I've really fine-tuned my recipe, and I think I'm at a really good place with it now. I've replaced my V60 brewing with this Switch just because it gives you so much more versatility. You can play around with the immersion element of it and get some really tasty, sweet and well-balanced brews, which is what we're going to do today. So it's going to be a brew along. We're going to start from the beginning. I'll take you step by step. We'll look at measurements, timings, water temperatures, and we'll give it a go. If you've not been here before, my name's John. I'm a coffee roaster. I used to be a filmmaker, and now I want to share my passion for coffee with you guys. I'm not great at it, to be honest. I've been roasting for a long time, and that's my main passion and my main strength, if you like. Brewing and being a barista, something I'm trying to get better at, something I'm aspiring to be better at. And if you feel that pressure too, if you're looking to be a better brewer, whether it's at home or professionally, that's what this channel is about. Making great tasting coffee wherever you are and whatever your level of skill. So today we're going to be brewing up something from my coffee club, the Exceptional Club. It's Radnor Forest. It's a lovely Sumatran coffee. Now, this is from a really nice cooperative called the Hutan Cooperative. They're in Sumatra. They're community-led, smallhold farmers dedicated to producing high-quality, ethical coffee. Now, the funds from this coffee go directly back to planting trees, including fruit and shade varieties on local farms. They're all about strengthening biodiversity in the area, as well as creating delicious brews, which is what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to start by measuring out our beans. So I've got my scales. Any old set will do. Serious scales. We're going to go for 18 grams for this recipe. Why 18 grams? Well, 15 is the sort of standard for a pour over, but I like a little bit more body in my coffee. So I pay up the grammage a tiny bit. Grind setting. I love this Commandant grinder. I was lucky enough to get one a year or so ago, and I use it when I'm not trying to bang out loads of coffee. It's a great piece of kit. It allows you to set the grind on the bottom. I've gone for 25 clicks, which is a sort of medium coarse grind. We can have a look at what that looks like once I've done it. So 25 clicks, 18 grams in. This is a good bit. So you get a little workout, a little mindful session. So I'm going to try and talk to you a little bit whilst we're doing this. Target's World, hello, good morning from Texas. What time is it in Texas? Over here it's lunchtime. I guess you're behind, right? So 8 hours behind or so, early morning. This is perfect timing then. You can brew along. So there's no quick way of doing this. So enjoy it. When your arm gets tired, switch it up. Right. You always think you're done, and then there's a little bit more. There it is. Okay. So that's all our coffee ground. But first, we're going to set up our cup, our switch. So really important at the beginning to make sure the switch on the switch is up. That means it's not going to let any water through. It's got a little ball bearing down in the bottom there. Can you see that? Probably not. It's too dark, isn't it? Anyway, there's a ball bearing, and the switch just pushes that ball bearing up into the base to hold in any of the water you're sticking in. So we're going to start by warming up the switch. My kettle's just off the boil. I'm using a temperature controlled one, but if you were to leave your normal regular kettle off the boil for about 2 minutes, you'd be in the right ballpark. I'm going for about 92 degrees. So what we're doing now is just filling up to about half the switch. This is going to get rid of any papery taste on our filter paper. It's also going to preheat this delightful ceramic switch that I've got here. So it's going to warm the brewer up, which is going to help with your extraction. It's going to help pull out more flavor from your ground coffee than if it was cold. Anything that's cold is just going to be leaching out heat and slowing down your brewing ability. So just leave it there for a second. I realize now I haven't brought a bucket in here with me. So you have to chuck this out the door. After a second or two, we're going to drop it out. The great thing about this is we're not just getting rid of any papery taste, but we're going to heat up our cup as well, because no one likes a cold brew. So put that to one side. Hopefully you're in a kitchen, not in a workshop, so you can put this down the sink. But for me, you can go out in the garden. It's a horrible day here in the UK. It's like been pouring with rain for 24 hours, so this cuppa is going to be most welcomed. Right. So what have we done? Quick recap. We've ground our coffee, 18 grams, a medium coarse grind of 25 clicks on the Commandant. Let's see if I can show you this. Get a bit of paper or something. Show you what I'm dealing with here. Can you see that? That's where I'm at. I mean, I'm using my laptop for this, so not the best, but you get a sort of rough idea of where we are. That's the coarsity we're going for. So we're going to chuck that in, making sure the switch is up again. I always forget that. Switch up, locked in. We're going to chuck in our 18 grams of coffee. Now, my good friend and mentor, Ryoji Hope, taught me about the benefits of a little well. So you're going to just dig a little hole in the middle so that there's a bit of space for your pour. You're going to double check your temperature, 92 degrees. We're going to zero our scales, so we're working from 0. If you're lucky enough to have a scale with a timer on, like this snazzy Hario one, get it set to 0 as well. Mine's going to start timing as soon as I start pouring. So we're zeroed on the scales, we're zeroed on our time. You can use your phone as a timer. And we're going to pour in, with our switch closed, 250 grams of water. That's basically going to fill the entire switch. It's going to take us right up to the top. And we're going to start gently by just pouring in the middle. Don't swirl it about, there's no need to. We're just going to aim for the middle and fill it right to the top until we get to 250. I overfilled that. I'm at 260. But that's fine because we're going to lose a bit as we go through. Now, we're going to give it a gentle stir. A lot of very, very wise coffee brewers talk about the north, east, south, west, and it gets some derision. It gets the mickey taken out of it. And that's largely because it sounds like nonsense, but it actually isn't, because it's going to create and disturb a nice equal amount of coffee within the thing. If you just stir around, you're not going to get the same distribution and the same sort of mixing of the coffee grounds. So we're going to use that technique. You can use a wooden stirrer, a spoon. I choose to use a knife I've had since I was a child. Yes, it's pretty cool. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this has got a date of 1990 on. Probably worth something in collector circles. So we're going to go for a little stir. North, east, south, west. We're going to do that a few times. So we're just trying to disturb the grounds within the V60 so that we get a nice even extraction. Be careful, don't touch the paper. You don't want to put a hole in the paper. So be real gentle and leave it there. I'm at about 1 minute 25 now. We're going to leave it there for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's going to be our total brew time. Let's check in. Jake, how you doing? Good morning from Barrow Street. My peeps, it's good to hear from you. I'm doing a coffee tasting actually next week at Barrow Street, Tuesday, 4 p.m. If you're in Shropshire in the UK, if you're anywhere near much Wenlock, you need to get down there because we're going to be doing brews like this. We'll be tasting some delicious coffees. So we're coming up to 2 minutes. You're getting some real nice sniffs off your coffee probably by now. I'm getting oats. Something sweet. Like figs, roasted figs, apples. It smells delightful. And now we're coming up to 2 minutes 15. It's time to hit the switch. It's as easy as that. We've left it for 2 minutes 15 seconds, and then we just hit the switch, and now it's going to fill up our cup. You want to make sure you've got a cup that's big enough, because earlier I was going to use a little glass that I had, this chappy, but I realized it wasn't going to cut it, so I've gone for a bigger mug. So as this drips through, it happens quite quickly actually. All the coffee gets stuck to the side of the paper, so you don't get that clogging that you can get with other brew methods like V60. And we're actually going to leave that for about a minute. It takes about a minute to drain through, so we're at 3 minutes 2 now. Get my spoon ready, my knife. Right, so there we are, 3 minutes and 15 seconds done. Close it up again so you don't get any drips knocking about the place. Now, I will top this up to 250, because although we put 250 in the switch, it doesn't all come out. Some of it gets stuck on the paper, some of it gets stuck in the grounds. So we're going to top this up until we get to 250 total volume, which is it's your classic mug size. It's your classic drink. And there we go. Do you know what's super important before you drink it? I know you'll know this because you're all smart people. You've got to give it a stir. You want all that trouble making a nice, well-balanced brew. So you want to mix it up so that it's tasting nice throughout the entire cup, not just on your last or first sip. And there we go. The V60 Switch, our first ever live brew along. Does it taste any good? Maybe. Let's try. It's good, luckily. It'd be pretty bad if it was terrible. What we're getting here is like the nice, light, sweety notes that you want from a nice pour-over coffee or a filter coffee. But because of that immersion brew where we've left it to sit for 2 minutes, we're also getting that rich body, that nice mouthfeel that you want with like a proper cup of coffee. We're not trying to be fancy here. We're not trying to make anything that tastes like wine or, pressed grape juice. This is about a quality cup of coffee that is bringing out the sweet and fruity notes of this delightful Sumatran coffee. Now, I roasted this and I decided it tasted of cinnamon, berry, and brown sugar. And I'd agree with that. I'm getting brown sugar. It's got that lovely sweetness. Cinnamon, sure. I mean, all these things are quite subjective. But for me, it's just about making sure it tastes nice, right? And that if you serve this to someone else, you'd be proud to serve it. That's me. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something. Let me know how you've got on with your own brewing at home. Leave me a comment below. And also, if you want to win some brew kit, I'm going to be doing an AeroPress Go brew along at some point, and this is going to be the next prize we're giving away at youmeandcoffee.com. Now, it's a little platform I've started just to give stuff away, essentially, things that I might be reviewing on the channel, bits of kit I've got knocking around, things that I would like you to make use of in your own lives. So if you head to youmeandcoffee.com, you can sign up. It's totally free, and everyone who enters is in with a chance each month of winning some cool brew kit. So thank you very much for watching. Happy brewing at home, and I'll catch you next time, he says. He walks really slowly over to the computer to stop streaming.